Hey everybody, Mark Walters here once again with a short haul video. Nothing terribly fancy here, just a few things I picked up over the last week or so. I did go to Fan Expo Dallas over the weekend, but that's another story for another time. I did pick up a few little things there, which I'll show you right here off the top. Just some Batman books that I got real cheap. But most of this stuff is half-price books. And I did hit one of our local flea markets, so I found a few things there. And then I've also got a couple of CGC returns that I was going to share with you guys, and a random act of kindness from Kingdom Comics. So I'll get to that at the end of the video. So I'm going to keep this brief, and we'll go through these real quick. But start off with the Batman books. This is Beware the Batman #1. Just a cool animated cover there. This is a book I've had several times through the years. I just end up trading it or selling it for one reason or another to get something else, and I always seem to get it back. Batman 475, first Renee Montoya. Just a cool book. Return of Scarface Part 1 storyline. Norm Brayfogle art. Always liked that book. Beautiful Jim Steranko cover. Batman Black and White #2. I'm always looking for books to get Jim to sign if I see him at shows, and this is really cool. I may even go ahead and get that one slabbed because it's just such a cool looking book. And this is one of my favorite Batman covers. This is Detective Comics Annual #5, Sam Keith cover art. Just a crazy awesome Batman cover. Plus you got the Joker here. It's part of a Eclipso storyline that they were doing. But yeah, just an awesome cover there. Always a good book to have. JSA Justice Society America #1. This is from 1999, written by James Robinson. And now that the JSA has been popping up on CW's Legends of Tomorrow, it's probably not a bad idea to have it. This is one of the books that I guess you could say was kind of responsible for getting me into comics. I didn't get into comics until 1990. I was a teenager. I was in high school, and I walked into a comic shop. I was actually looking for something that wasn't even a comic book, and I saw there were Aliens comic books based on the movie Aliens, and I was like, that's too cool. And this was one of the books that was up on the wall, and I just remember the cover really grabbing my eye. Aliens vs. Predator #2. It's another one of those books that I had at one point in time, but I probably lost it, either trading it or one way or another. Phil Norwood cover. Phil actually went on to work in video games, so he didn't do a whole lot of comic work, I don't think. Captain Marvel #10. Just a really cool kind of throwback, classic looking comic cover, made to look old. Kind of neat. Walking Dead #115. I believe this was the first part of a new storyline they were doing. And this is one of 6 interlocking covers that they did. I just picked this one because I like Negan. Well, I don't like Negan. He's just a fan favorite character. He's an interesting character, I'll say that. And man, it's kind of gory. I mean, can you imagine kids going into the comic shop and seeing this? They've probably seen worse on a Spawn comic. This is The Walking Dead #131. Nothing particularly important about it, just another issue of The Walking Dead. I'm trying to catch up on those, but God, some of them are so expensive now. Dr. Fate, this is from 1989, Dr. Fate #7, Demons in Love. The only reason I pick up books like this, whenever I can get them cheap, is because the print runs on these were nothing, back when they were coming out. And I figure someday there's going to be completists looking for those books, so they're just good to have, especially if you can get them cheap. Red Hood, The Lost Days #1, written by Judd Winnick. Artwork on the cover there by Billy Tucci. It's a cool looking book. This is a really pretty book. This is, I actually had never seen this, I guess, when it came out in stores originally, but Wolverine art appreciation. Like various pinups and artwork from really cool artists working on Wolverine. And if you can see on the cover, it's got this really awesome like texture. It almost kind of like leathery, or can you make that out? Yeah, there, you can see it in the light. But it almost looks like one of those Tyvek covers that Neil Adams was doing back in the 80s with continuity, like those indestructible covers. I don't know if that's what it is, but it's just a really cool looking texture to it. Doom Patrol #46, Simon Bisley cover. Simon Bisley is another one of the guys that, when I first got into comics, his art style really piqued my interest. Doom Patrol #48. Just crazy. Just look at that. These were pretty low ordered too. Any of these Doom Patrols from that era did not get high ordered. The Flash, I love this because it's got Captain Cold, Weather Wizard, Heatwave, and the Mirror Master all fighting Flash at the same time. Just kind of a nice little classic Flash issue there. Good stuff. Ernie Chan cover. Firestorm number 100. This is a 64-page final issue of the title. I have to believe this is not easy to find, or at the very least did not have a big print run. It's a thick book. This one's not in perfect shape, but I usually, when I do see this, they're usually pretty beat up. So if I can see one that's in halfway decent shape, I always try to pick it up. Anytime you see like the last issue of a title like that, it's always worth picking it up. I haven't bagged these yet. Starman number 1. Pretty great shape for a 50-cent book. New Mutants number 95. Rob Liefeld artwork there. Early Rob New Mutants. New Mutants number 97. This is great because you got Cable and Wolverine together there on the cover. Those were 50 cents as well. A couple of CGC returns. I apologize. I went ahead and I opened these. I should have opened them while I was filming, but I guess I got a little too excited because I wasn't sure which ones they were. But this was, I sent off 2 copies of Spiderman Deadpool number 1 that that I thought were in really good shape. Well, this one came back 9.6, so I was happy about that. This is the first print, by the way. This book's up to like, what, 8, 9 printings? I can't remember. It's just ridiculous now. And then, Small Victories in Life, 9.8 on that one. And I'm assuming that's going to be a good book to have just because of the simple fact that it's been printed so many times. So when I was at Fan Expo over the weekend, I ran into Tito of Kingdom Comics, and he gave me a little package here, which I don't know what's in this, but we will find out. Together. Tito, you shouldn't have. Well, maybe you should have. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, cool. Oh, that's great. Okay, well, I actually did pick up one of these, but I wanted to get a second one really, really bad, so I'm really happy about this. This is the all-new Wolverine Venomized. I think I had one in my last video, but I was scared to death I wasn't going to be able to find this because they sold out so quick. So thank you. This is awesome. This is really cool. Now I've got one that I can like hang up on the wall and another one I can use. That's awesome. Thank you, Tito. That's great. And then this I don't have. I don't think I actually even saw this. The Mighty Captain Marvel number 3 Venomized. That's awesome, man. That is really cool. That's one of the best ones there. Look at that. That's evil looking. Great stuff. Thank you, Tito. That is fantastic. Really cool. Yeah, they're knocking it out of the park on those Venomized covers. I think that's it. That's all I got. It's kind of a short one this time around, but as usual, I want to throw out some shout outs. Of course, big thanks to Tito for hooking me up with those books. That was really cool. And I want to, of course, let me get this out of the way here. I want to, of course, throw some shout outs to some of the other people. And I appreciate you guys that have been commenting on the videos that I've been posting and the nice things you've been saying. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm very honored to just be kind of in the same community as you guys. So, but again, Kingdom Comics, of course, who got me into all this. Dr. Silver Age, Dr. Von Chilla, Solid 4 ST Bend, Mr. Rigor Mortis 86, good stuff. Seeking Near Mint, QB Comic Addict, Alex the Comic Hoarder, All About Comics, Gizmo 17, The Chinist, Fred Hall Direct Edition, Spidey Fan 78 count, SPT Killerwood, and I'm probably leaving somebody out, and I apologize. I'm watching a lot of videos, and some of those I kind of forget, but you guys are all awesome. You're doing great stuff, so please keep it up. And for more information on me, you can go to bigfanboy.com or check out dallascomicshow.com. We're working on details for our next event. Hope to have a lot of really cool comic book artists out there. And I hope everybody had a great weekend and that the rest of your week is going well. And I'll see you guys soon with the next haul. Everybody take care. Thanks.